What is up, my friends? I hope that you are all well. It is Wednesday, and of course, we all await Liverpool's announcement that Alexis Mac Allister is officially a Liverpool player. The fee is believed to be £35 million, rising up to maybe 40, 45. And of course, when that deal properly breaks, we will give you guys all the information on it. We know it's going to be a 5-year contract. We know he's most likely going to wear the number 10 shirt, and we know it's an absolute bargain. So let's just park that up for the minute, because we will get back and give you more dedicated Alexis Mac Allister videos, and I will tell you even more about why he's Irish, because, well, he's Irish, let's be honest with each other. He's going to come back to his homeland and win the Europa League next year with the Reds, and we'll all celebrate it. The only question is, which GAA shirt do we put him in? Dublin, clearly, gotta be, right? I know there's people watching this who are going to go, no, Craig. Kerry, no, Craig. Kildare. And other people are going, what the hell are you on about? Doesn't matter, we'll move on. So it looks like Liverpool's interest in Brighton players doesn't stop there. There is an article doing the rounds today in the Telegraph that suggests that Liverpool are certainly still interested in Caicedo. Now, the same piece goes on to suggest that Brighton are going to look for over £70 million for him, and that's where I think Liverpool's interest will probably end. I love the player. Really like him, love his versatility. He's been linked with Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal and a couple of other clubs as well. So we wait and see what happens with regards to Caicedo. But it's good to see Liverpool's name still announced. You're sitting there right now going, come on, Craig, talk about Jude. You've got to talk about it. The day finally came, and yeah, it did. Jude Bellingham's going to Real Madrid. How do I feel about it? I may have shed a few tears. I may not have. But either way, what I have noticed is they're going out of their way to make the deal seem cheaper than it is. Look at anything from the price being mentioned right through to the wage, and you'll see one thing. It's the lowest end. When you see the wages, they're talking about £10-12 million a year net, which just, what, we just ignore the tax now? We just ignore that his wages are going to be about 400 grand a week? I don't know why this is put out there. I don't know why it is. I'm sure Madrid want to make the deal look better value to them. But for the reasons why Liverpool walked away, well, it is, of course, the fact that it would be 400 grand a week and the deal would probably come in at close to about £120 million. So, you know, take from that what you may, but I don't understand why. I've never seen other deals or other people's wages spoken about net before. It's usually gross before taxes and stuff like that. So, look, he's going to be a Real Madrid player and I don't think it'll work out. I said this, it isn't from bitterness. Genuinely, when I sat here and said I think he should go to Liverpool, I genuinely felt it was the best move for him. But he will be a Real Madrid player, and let's see how it works out for him. Moving on to speak about other targets for the Reds, and I can give you a little bit of a sort of exclusive, I guess, around Khéphren Thuram's price point and what will get him out of Nice. I've been doing my best today to hound as many journalists as I can and as many mates as I have, which isn't that many. I'm a bit of a loser, to be honest with you. And I can say to you guys that a fee of around £35 million would be enough to prize Khéphren Thuram from Nice. So it's realistic. Now, we know that Liverpool are pushing hard to sign him. That's been spoken about high and wide, particularly over the last 24 or 48 hours. But I want to know how you guys feel about this £35 million fee. What do you think? Surely it's a bargain, right? If you got Alexis for 35 up to whatever, 40, 45 with add-ons, and you were able to get Thuram in for another 35, that makes sense to me. And although I'm going to be honest and say I haven't seen all that much of the kid, I like what I have read about him, particularly his injury record. Now, I do have a little bit of a bone to pick with the Echo once again. I was reading an article about Alexis Mac Allister earlier on, and look, you won't be short of articles around Mac Allister at this time, but it said on Tuesday, the Echo reported that the final figure for the World Cup winner will be closer to 45 million, despite initial reports elsewhere claiming such a deal would set the Reds back somewhere in the region of 60 to 70. Kind of not really what happened though, lads, is it? Myself and Fabrizio Romano were the only two people that I'm aware of that were always saying the fee was going to be under 60. Now, in full credit to Fabrizio, he was far better placed in this than me. I knew it was going to be lower than expectations, but I had no idea what the number was going to be. So I'm not trying to push myself into that category. But again, I just wish we'd have some basis in reality here from the Echo, but, you know, what do we expect? Now, moving on to Benjamin Pavard, another name linked to Liverpool Football Club. Florian Plettenberg of Sky Germany has been speaking about this, and he said, update, as reported and now confirmed, he will be allowed to leave Bayern Munich immediately. Bayern demand a transfer fee of around 30 to 40 million euro, and he has 1 year remaining on his Bayern contract as of right now. So, what are we saying? Do you think Liverpool are going to be in the market? Do we need to spend 30 or 40 million euro for a fullback? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes. Bayern's also willing to sell him, as they say. Pavard definitely wants to leave the club in the summer. So look, it's all down to price. What do you think? Do we need a fullback bad enough to maybe spend 30 or 40 million euro? I don't know. I wouldn't mind the player, to be honest with you, but I'm always wondering why clubs are willing to let somebody go. You know, why they're willing to allow a player that we might think of as a top player. Like Cancelo's a good example. Kind of scratching my head as to why Manchester City were very happy to move him on, and even more so why Bayern Munich weren't willing to make the deal permanent. So again, maybe answers on a postcard for that one. One thing caught my eye, and again, I've been bashing the Echo a little bit, but there was a piece from the, I think it was the Echo. Do you know what? Maybe it was the Athletic. But either way, there was a piece on Harvey Elliott and why he was chosen to play against Manchester United. And I didn't realise this till I read the piece, but it said Harvey played a top game the other night against Wolves. He had the highest counter-pressing outcome of any player this season in the Premier League. So if that's not a qualification for starting again, I do not know one, to be honest. And that came from Jurgen Klopp. Didn't realise that his stats were that impressive. You know, we often wonder why Elliott will get minutes ahead of the likes of Carvalho, when we've talked time and time again on this channel about how much Klopp values pressing, and those numbers are very impressive from Harvey Elliott. So you can see equally there why he was chosen for that game. And look, I hope he continue to progress. Now, before we finish up today, I'm not going to take you on a little visit to a certain island. I'm going to bring you back to what is reality according to the CIES Football Observatory, who have released the top 10 players and their transfer market values, and I think some of these might give you a real laugh. Like, if I was to say to you right now, football world, Phil Foden's worth more than Kylian Mbappe in the open market, you're going to laugh, right? Because it's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. But apparently, Kylian Mbappe's value is £140 million, while Phil Foden's value is £143 million. Jamal Musiala, £146.5 million. Gavi and Pedri next on the list. Gavi, £149.7 million. Pedri, £152.9 million. With Rodrigo Goes of Real Madrid at 158.6. Now we move into the top four. Jude Bellingham, 163.9 million. That's his market value. But yet he was sold today for 115, so I don't know what to make of that one. Now look, I know these things are based off age of players, the ceiling that they have, and some other metrics that you and I and most normal humans wouldn't really understand. But Bukayo Saka is number 3 on this list of the top 10 valuable footballers in the world. Why? How? Huh? £168.7 million for Saka. Best of luck ever getting that from anybody ever. He's a wonderful footballer. He's a credit to Arsenal Football Club, and he'll continue to do bits. But that's ludicrous. And Vinny Jr. second on the list with £169.1 million. And Erling Braut Haaland is top with £211.2 million. Again, his market value was dictated by the buyout clause in his contract that was paid by Manchester City. So let me know what you think about that one as well. And look, I promise you, as soon as we have the announcement, as soon as we have the information on Alexis Mac Allister's move to Liverpool Football Club, we will let you know. One more little thing before we finish up. Liverpool are willing to sell Leighton Clarkson in this window, but they are pushing for a loan for for Fabio Carvalho, and it looks as though Fulham could be a potential option, so we will keep an eye on that one as well. So over to you guys now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video, and of course, hit that subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.